group of 2x2. So how many groups? 4? It's 1 to 4?
Yep, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are up now. The streaming is making me pumped for US Nationals, though. Yeah, I really want to see the US Nationals stream.
Yeah. Yeah, we discussed yesterday that probably they will use this new World Cube Association Twitch channel
Okay.
because maybe it will be the same guys who are running Mental Block TV.
Yeah,
but probably I'm not sure for now. But the idea was that this channel will be used for each new international comp, and I think US Nats is kind of North American Continental Championship. So we will discuss that, but I think it will be on the...
Yeah, I mean, like people like Felix Zemdegs and Jaden McNeil are going. It attracts like all the Canadians and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to go. I only went to World 2013 in Vegas, which was also US Nationals. Yep. I would really like to go back, but...
do you know the actual date of the...
I think it's next weekend.
The US Nats?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So
yeah. We should discuss quickly about the channel they will use, because it depends also on the sponsors. Because as we discussed with Luis, this competition, the European Championship, have no other sponsors than WCA. Like there is just some brand selling the thing in the what you call the fan zone behind us.
The collaborators.
And they are not sponsoring the event. The event is totally independent. So.
Okay, that makes sense, Walker.
Okay. Okay, so maybe on the Cubing USA, sorry, Twitch. So actually, I'm going to do the 2x2 soon. So I'm going to look for a 2x2. I don't have one, so I'll be back soon.
I chose not to enter 2x2, so
yeah, nah, good idea.
Yeah. Right, so Mario has gone to search for a 2x2, but the event's underway at the moment. Groups 1 to 4 have all of the newer competitors and the competitors that are not likely to make the 6-second cutoff. But lots of people enjoying their first competition here. Yeah, Antonio, a production truck would be ridiculously awesome. Like at Worlds last year, there was all those graphical updates. Anytime a world record, you can just like hit that world record button. Neat graphics fly everywhere. Yeah, Saturday of major comp. We've got a lot of events coming up today. We've got 2x2 Pyraminx and Scube this morning. So we get all those quick events out of the way, and we've got multi-blind, third attempt, whilst in the overlap between 2x2 and Pyraminx. But it's Pyraminx and Scube round 2, so there'll be lots of good times there. People trying to make these semi-finals for those. How far is the blind room from the center stage? About 50 meters away is the door to go out of the building, and then it's just on the right, and it's another 50 meters to get to the side stage. So it's not very far at all. It's in a separate building, but yeah, it only takes 2 minutes to get there. So it's nothing like Euro 2016, where we all had to walk 5 minutes along the train track, go under the train, and then 5 minutes back towards the school where the side stage was. We've had quite a bit of trouble with the side stage, with it running over time, which as a result has led the main stage to lack staff on one of the stages. But we only finished 5 or 10 minutes late yesterday, so it wasn't too bad. In case you missed it last night, we had the Square 1 6x6 and 7x7 finals. Square 1 was won by Rasmus Detlefsen with a 7.71 average. And then second place was Javier Lopez Fernandez. And then in third place was the Dutch guy, Timon van der Rie. And unfortunately, Martin Vele-Idea and Linus Loren both just missed out. They were about 0.2 away from that podium position. In the clock final, as expected, Wojciech Not won. He got a sub-6 average. Goven Evgenios Jangoy from Sweden came second, and Daniel Wallin, also from Sweden, came third. So the Swedish guys performed really well in that clock final. Then in 6x6, Kieran Bayan was the big favourite. He came away with the title. He got a 133.65. He also got a 132 ER mean in the first round as well. And then it was really, really close for the podium positions. So Kevin Gerhardt came second with 146.12. And Simon Stanek came third with 146.64, but then there were 4 competitors with 148 means. That was Abdullah Kadur, Mats Valk, Robert Yao, and Pedro Alejandro Condoteles. But he's obviously Peruvian, so couldn't get the title. But yeah, it was really, really close. We had no idea who had podiumed. And then in 7x7, it was basically a race between Simon Stanek and Kieran Vian, and Simon came away. On Cube Comps it says ER mean, but Kieran actually has a 222.9 mean, and Kieran Bayan.
Yeah, so why is this mistake?
So Kieran got the ER mean last weekend in Ireland, and so the export that is used by the WCA hasn't, by Cube Comps hasn't been updated yet.
Okay.
So as a result, it says ER because it would have been ER 2 weeks ago, but
okay, yeah,
Kieran has beaten that.
So I feel a little sad for Abdelak because he got twice fourth place.
Yeah,
and yeah, he just. I mean, his goal was just to get one podium in one of these events, and I think he would have probably preferred to have one podium and the 10th place or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah, too bad for him.
Yeah, it's 6x6 and 7x7 are really tough because the guys who are the best in Europe are really, really good.
Yeah, each time he's off by two seconds, so it was really close. So James has to leave, but he will come back shortly. He just have to announce the group to the room because he's announcer for the room here. So he's basically talking in the mic all day long, but for the room, not for the stream. As he just do this close to the stream, he came by as soon as he finish each time. And I left to get one 2x2 because I don't have any 2x2 at home anymore. So for maybe 6 or 7 years now, I broke mine and never bought one again. So each competition I have to get one, and Alexandre give me one, and it's really, really good, I have to say. Yeah, I was saying that I got one from Alexandre, and it's really, you can try it, it's really, really good.
Oh, this is a GAN 2x2. I still haven't tried one of these. I can't remember how to do 2x2.
Yeah, it's,
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Kevin Gerhardt uses that cube as well, and he's pretty good, second in the world.
O5, the blind room, it's like maybe 200 meters, but then you have to go to the third floor, so
yeah,
that's the hard part.
And it's really, really hot up there.
Yes, and yeah, it's hot, and also it was really difficult to bring the table on the chair to this place because there is no elevator or nothing. So we just did that. We were like 15 to do the third floor with 100 table on chairs. So
that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yep, 2x2 happens very quickly, but a lot of these competitors who are up on stage just now are the competitors who are either new competitors or average higher than 6 seconds, and with a 6-second cutoff it means most of them won't make it past their first 2 solves.
Funny, I didn't add any 2x2 where you can do before.
Which group is Oliver Fritz? I don't know how fast he is, so I don't know if he's in the fastest group.
In the fastest group, I'm sure he's not, but maybe if we can guess it by looking at his rank for the competition and then checking the groups.
He is 9th, so he'll be in the fastest group, yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
So that will be group. Let me just get my sheet out.
Group
21. That will be. He'll be in.
Oh, so it's not this one. Group 21. Yes, he's in group 21. So I will say it again. In this group 21, we have Anthony Paterakis, Daniel Roslevin, Eki Gonzalez, George Scully, Jakob Gunnarsson, Janzik, Kevin Gerhardt, Linus, Loren, Maciej Szapiewski, Martin Ekdal, Matthias Silvesten, Miral Plekovic, Miral Żywuski, Mika
Nice.
Smulders, Oliver Fritz, Piotr Tokarski, Rasmus Detlefsen,
Yep.
Timon Kolasinski, and Lukasz Borlega. And I'm getting better at pronouncing all those names, but it's really hard.
Yeah. Having announced Worlds last year and getting a lot of visitors to UK competitions, you kind of just like learn all of the like really weird stuff.
Yeah.
Danish is still a silly language, so that's the only one I really struggle with.
I remember last year I just gave up each time there was a Polish name. It was the worst for me.
Yeah.
I think it depends from where you are to say what are the worst to pronounce for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me it's Polish names.
Yeah, I know quite a lot of Polish people in the UK, so one of my old tennis coaches was called Vucek, so that helps there.
Yeah.
And you get like 3 different letters that are pronounced differently in that name. And once you learn that the L with the line through it is like pronounced like a V, that helps. And then the CZ is just a ch. And then W's are V's. It comes together. But yeah, Polish names, man.
Someone's asked how many groups. So there is 22, I think.
Yep.
Because
that's right.
21 is the best because each time there are sets of group. We can say that sets of group, like
yeah.
groups of groups.
Yeah.
And the first one is the blue stage with the best cubers. So the last set of groups will be with 2 groups. So it's 21 and 22.
Oh yeah, Grzegorz. That's a fun name.
Grzegorz.
Yeah, Grzegorz.
Grzegorz. Like this guy who had this square one single 10 years ago.
Yeah,
He was named
Grzegorz
Grzegorz.
Vucina, I think.
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
that guy?
yeah.
And there's
I remember him.
the blinder. I think he won. I think he podiumed Worlds last year for 3 blind, and that's Grzegorz Jowa.
Oh, I'm supposed to go now. Maybe I missed the.
Oh, run! Hurry up! Antonio is keeping an eye out for the Polish people. Polish? No, Portuguese. I've got Poland on my mind. I've been chatting to Vasco Vasconcelos earlier as well. Seen him around. But yeah, 2x2 turning over very quickly, as expected. That's what happens when everyone does their souls in somewhere around 5 seconds. Top down, very frantic. I pray for the runners who are constantly running back and forth with cubes in this hot weather. Got Sam Spendler in the bottom right. Getting a 6.7. And on the top right there, we've got Daniel Valen. Yeah, Callum has indeed not shaved for a while, so he looks like a disheveled creature right now, as you can see in the top right, behind Daniel Valen. And it's Mario Law, who has clearly made his group. Oh, just missed cut off there, 6:06. Hopefully you can get sub 6 on the next solve. Sergio Yagüe Capil in the top right there, representing Spain. He's visited the UK a bit. Anna Almeida just got a 5.5, I think, off screen. Got a lot of focus on the yellow stage at the moment, which is nice. Give them a bit of the limelight. We've got Victor Cheney, Daniel Van, Callum Hellsjet, Joseph Coppin starting their solves on the blue stage. And Mario is just going up for his second solve here, so he gets that cut off. Yeah, I think it's pretty hard to write Polish names in English. Żywuski and Grzegorz. Łukasz. I think I'll try and use the easier to pronounce names when they come to compete. Maciej, Beliga, Michał. Although there are 2 Michals in the 2x2 fast group, so hopefully they only solve one at a time. That'd be nice. Yep. I just have to disappear to announce again. So if you are in 2x2 group 8, please go to the blue stage, group 9 to the yellow stage, and group 10 to the red stage. That's 2x2 group 8 to the blue stage, group 9 to the yellow stage, and group 10 to the red stage. If the audio is only in your right ear, it is probably you. We haven't had any other complaints about that, so. We've got Lorenzo Mauro from Italy in the top right there. Ooh, good time. Timer turned off, so I couldn't see what it is. Seems like a low 2. Welcome back.
Yeah, it was quick. I had only 2 solves.
Yeah, I saw you get 6.06 on the first one.
Yeah, and then I got a 5 plus top.
Oh,
so
no.
I was supposed to do less than 6 to pass the cutoff, and it's
Yeah.
really funny because like my usual average when I'm not practicing at all, it's around 5, but my best is like 3.9, so
Yeah.
it should be easy for me, but I'm so not into the competition, running the stream, and yeah, so.
So apparently the audio's got a bit of a problem. It's only in the right ear for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think the 2 mic are in 2 different speakers, so that's.
That makes sense.
I think so, and I don't think that can change it. I can ask to Miguel, but I will ask him.
In what group is Elian Bejovic? I'm gonna have a look at where he's ranked. He's 24th, so he'll probably be in group 22, which is the last group on the yellow stage. Yep, he is indeed in group 22. There's a lot of good cubers in that group. Achagok, Alexander Bezhnagov, Alexander Kallier, Amos Nordman, Andreas Jensen Folkesen, Daniel Gracia Ortiz, Elian Bejuek, Fabio Schwant, Jakob Kieper, Juliette Sebastien, Knut Skog Haraldsen, Leo Lindqvist, Linus Buch, Manuel Prieto de Anton, Mats Falk, Michal Wojciechek, Nicola Gertner, Raul Morales Hidalgo, and Robert Yao. So that will be on the yellow stage whilst the fastest group is going on. They're all in the right ear, apparently.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. No. You have me in both. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, and now
Yeah.
I'm speaking. Is it only in one ear? Okay. So the stream guys are saying they can hear it through both ears. So if you're hearing it slightly more in your right side, then that's probably on your end.
That's weird. Because it seems like everybody has this issue. If you don't have it, tell us, so we know. Yeah.
Yeah, audio is fine for me.
So yeah, so you don't
Audio's
all have
fine.
it, so it's probably on your side.
Yeah. So yeah, check your connections. Hopefully groups 8 to 10 will start soon. Looks like loads of people are sitting in the waiting area. If you hear it but it isn't balanced, yeah, that's probably on your end. And here we go. We've got the groups 8 to 10 underway. We've got Jacob Ambrose up there. On the blue stage, we've got Tobias Petter getting ready.
Is it really 8 to? I think it's not right.
No, it is 8 to 10. I just announced it.
Oh really?
Yep.
Because there was only. I thought it was 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Then it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh yeah, so it's only 3.
Yeah, so there's
That's
no,
why.
no green stage for the rest
Yeah,
of
okay.
2x2.
Okay.
And we have 2 more sets after this with 3 stages. But then it goes down to 2 stages for the last 3 sets. Lina Tissier, not quite making the cutoff. She's happy. Très bien.
Yeah, she just laughed because she didn't make it.
Yeah.
But
She's got another solve.
She's got another solve. It was what I asked her. Because we just discussed that backstage. She was practicing, and I told her about my +2.
Yeah.
And
I think the worst case of missing the cutoff at a major championship I heard was Ellie J last year in 2x2. So the cutoff again was 6 seconds. On the first solve he got a 4.08 +2, and then he got a 4.06 +2.
Oh yeah, it's worse than me. But mine was great also, because
Yeah.
I did the one with the +2 and the other one really close.
Yeah. It's always rough. Yeah, with so many competitors, you're always going to have 1 or 2 people who get that really close.
Then the worst thing, I think, it's when you learn after that some people who didn't pass the cutoff are going to second round.
Yeah.
It's what happened with Pyraminx yesterday.
Yeah.
So yesterday I did like 8 something.
Yeah.
We needed 7.5 to pass the cutoff, but I was like, yeah, too bad. And then I heard that maybe some people with 8 passed in the second round, so I was even more disappointed. And Lina did a second 6.2. So yeah, so
another close one.
She failed as me, like me.
We've got Harry Savage in this group on the right. He's actually averages about 2.
Sebastian failed because
Oh,
he have a
5.08 plus 2.
That would be surprising. I don't know why he's so disappointed. Is it?
Yep, he's done.
I think it's.
He took his cube, so didn't make the cutoff.
Oh, really?
And he knows fully G.
Yeah.
And he averages. Well, last time I checked, he averaged high 2, but that was a year or 2 ago. So.
Oh no! Oh
Oops.
no!
It looks like Bernard Brodowski is done as
And
well.
I see that Anthony Lafourcade had maybe a +2 also. So that's. Sébastien, il a juste failli la cut-off alors qu'il avait GA2. Il a fait des 2+2 apparemment.
Elle est trop méchante comme cut-off.
Mais oui, c'est horrible.
En plus, je suis pas trop loin, quoi. 6,35, 6,23.
Bah un peu comme j'ai fait quoi, genre les deux fois.
Mais genre au Pira, il y en a qui ont été qualifiés alors qu'ils n'avaient pas la cut-off. Ils avaient que 2 temps. Donc je me dis que ça peut faire la même chose aux deux. Je sais pas combien passe.
Oh, Marco Siflig.
No, Sebastian is here again. So it was his first, and maybe the cube was
the warm-up
the
cube.
warm-up cube.
Well, we'll see if he
Donc
makes the
peut-être que
cutoff now.
J'ai compris. Hein.
Ouais, peut-être que Sébastien. Peut-être pas.
You can see him just in the top right there.
Yeah,
Nice
it's
and
okay.
easy.
Yeah.
3.27. So he has made it.
Yeah. It put so much pressure on him.
Yeah. He won't like that. But at least he's made the rest of the solves.
Yeah. So now he's going to do some 2.
Il y en a 200 qui passent.
We've got Dario Roa on the yellow stage. Just slightly off camera.
Ça veut dire qu'on va peut-être passer quand même.
Et au Pira, il y en avait 200 aussi. Alors,
And Harry Savage as well. He also averages low 2 or high 1. Unfortunately, he didn't make the fast 2 groups because we have a lot of fast 2x2s here. Yeah. Well, I mean, missing by cutoff is better than missing defending your European champion title. From
Yeah. Oh no.
From a door.
Oh no. That's terrible.
Yeah, for those who didn't hear what happened yesterday, Alexandre Callier is the defending 5x5 European champion, and he had a problem with his Airbnb where the door was locked and he couldn't get it open, and by the time he got it open and made it to the venue, the 5x5 first round had just finished, so he couldn't defend his title. But he hasn't been practicing 5x5 as much as he has 3x3 and 4x4,
Yeah.
so he's not too angry about it. But
Yeah. Hopefully, he was counting more on the 3x3 and the 4x4, but
Yeah.
he was still really disappointed when he saw the result of the 5x5 because it was not good.
yeah,
Like everybody failed, so
yeah.
he said that his usual average would have put him first. So
Yeah.
And yeah, I agree that taking 2x2 seriously is
Yeah.
is a step to get disappointed. Yeah.
Yep, I completely agree with that statement.
I think that's why you decide to not being on 2x2, and
Yeah.
that's also why I said it was a good idea. Because see what happens. I lost my time.
Yeah.
But it was fun because last week we had a small competition in France, and as I have no 2x2 at home for like 5-6 years.
Yep.
I never practicing, and I'm always asking for 2x2 of someone just before the rounds, and never warm up. And in the 5 solve, I have 2 big skip, so I did 2 twos, and
Yep.
I got like a low 4 average, and it was the first time since forever I got that. So 2x2 is really random when you're not one of the top guy who just do one look each time.
Yep. Yeah, my PB average still has a counting +2 in it. At UK Championship last year, there was a bunch of really easy scrambles, and so I got a 3.33 average. But on my last solve, if I didn't +2, it would have been a counting solve because I got a 0.99. That was a 5-move solution on one solve. So it would have been a 2.67 average, but instead my PB is still 3.33. But I don't care, it's 2.2.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like some of the lights are coming on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we had some people mention yesterday that when the lights are off, it's not bad, but when the lights are on, it's better, so...
Yeah, because there is a lot of light coming from the outside, so it's not really dark, even without the lights.
Yeah, the ceiling's what? 15 meters tall, and it's glass all around. The only place where it isn't glass is behind the competitors' area for about, I want to say, 8 meters. But it looks like this round is wrapping up, so I'm going to go and announce the next set of groups.
Yeah, thanks. The name of the guy is James. Yeah, James Molloy. Yeah, is the announcer here. As I said before, is doing all the announcement for the room. So you maybe can hear him right now. He's talking to say what groups are on stage right now. So people in the room who are not looking at the stage and who are just warming up in the room, because the room is really big. So if you're in the warming up zone, you can't see the stage. It's too far. It's like 50 meters away, and there is some stands of cube brand and other stuff in between the place you can warm up and the main stage. So now it's groups 11 to 13. Yeah.
You want me to left there?
Yeah. Great.
You are on time.
This is useful for people.
Yeah.
You can leave this here.
We just received a nice. I don't know how it's called. Oh, it's called in English. It's not a flyer. It's
Yeah, the next one.
this kind of thing.
Yeah, the next one. After
Brochure. Yeah, a brochure or a flyer with every information on the championship with the schedule on. So that's nice. That's nice because we won't have to go to the web page to know everything. So I'm going to check who is in this group 11. If there is anyone particular that we want to watch.
Spanish podiums. For 1 and 7x7. I have the over 2.5
So
podiums on the
group
game.
group 11.
Berta is having is now second. And
Probably.
No really big names there. There is people that are known for other events like Charlie Stark or Victor Collin, but no one really good at 2x2 will be on screen for now. That's also why we are providing you some wide shots, because there is no really big names to focus on, but we are going to still show times of people selected randomly, so you can see the most possible competitors and maybe your friend or people you know. Yeah, about the improvement of the stream. It changed a lot because when I arrived 2 days ago, I'm at the technical team and they never have been to any Rubik's Cube competition. They never have done any stream like that, and they had no idea what they had to do. So they had nothing plain. They had no layout, no overlay, nothing, and I had to explain all the basic, like we need a microphone to speak to the stream. They didn't know that, so that was the beginning. And or they can do the multiple screen thing and all that thing, and where are the best guy, and or they can show them like what kind of shot is good, where you see the display and the guy and the cube. And also the other difficulty was first everybody is busy and warming up for events or staffing or meeting their friends, and it's hard to find other people to comment with me. And after a few days we find some people who are pretty much available or can be next to me and help me, so it's really easier to comment with another person, because when I'm alone I start to sleep and I can't like be active, and yeah, then the stream can be boring. So yeah, so two different things: technical issues that are better and better, and we have a lot of improvement, and also the fact that there will be more and more people to help me. And after the few first rounds, most of the people are out of the competition, so they can pass by and we can have more interviews and more people commentating. And for the events like Square One or Cube or Clock, where I don't know the big name and I don't know the face of everyone, it's really hard if there is no one with me. So yeah, that's why everything is so much better now.
Yeah, there's 21 groups for 2x2. There's quite a few more for 3x3. I'm just going to have a look.
And no, Maciej and Anthony didn't compete yet. They are in group 21.
For 3x3, there are 30 groups. So it's not the most I've seen. In Worlds 2013, there were like 57 groups.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I can't remember how many there were in Worlds last year.
I can't remember. I just remember I said something stupid like, no, we are going to see 3x3 for 7 hours or something like that. I don't remember the exact, but when I said it, I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of 3x3. We've got Dominic Lumsden up there getting 3.57. Represents UK, lives in Switzerland. He's really good at one-handed. He's going for the UK national record.
Okay.
Had actually got broken last weekend at Irish Champs by Louis de Mendonça.
So what is national record?
13.5. 13.55 now.
13.55. Okay.
So it's one of the UK's weaker national records, but it's
Yeah.
still pretty good.
I think so because I don't think there is so much people that are good in one-handed in Europe. There is
Yeah.
Miral, and then there is a few French, because I know some of the French hope that they could do possibly a French podium
Yeah.
on one-handed. I don't think they can, but at least there should be one person from France on
Yeah.
the podium, because there is Hugo who is doing around 11, and Juliette can do it also, and Victor around 12. So three person that can
Yeah. It's definitely possible.
do
One-handed,
12 or better. Yeah.
one-handed is definitely a wide open game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think potentially Juliette could be way better than she is actually, but
Yeah.
she needs to
Calm and relax.
relax, and it's hard for her with her nerves, and also sometimes she's out just because she's disappointed by her first few solves, and then she's not in anymore. So, but
Yeah.
she can do it. She can be a European champion. I remember last year she finished second at the US National.
Yep.
So it was really impressive, and she's better now. So
Yeah.
it's possible. And at the French Championship, I think she finished second again, and Hugo finished first, so he can do it also. So yeah, we can see this, but I think there is not only 3x3, there is probably blindfolded and no 3x3 only maybe.
Yeah, 3x3 round 1 is from 4:30 until 7.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. So
finishing the day with 3x3 just in case it overruns. For 2x2 there are 22 groups, so we're just doing 11 to 13 as you can see on screen at the moment. But yeah, 22 groups. So there is another set after this, which will be groups 14, 15 and 16, and then the remainder will go in sets of 2 as a lot of the staff disappear off to go to the multi-blind room to do the third attempt.
yes. And then it will be the Pyraminx second round.
Yep.
So we can check again what happened in the first round to say who is ahead for now. So the first one was won by Jules.
Yep, Jules performed really well in that first round.
Yeah, because his worst is 3.06. So yeah, that's really good. And then there is Marco. I don't know him at all.
I think he performed really well at the last European Championship as well. Marko Strieshin
Okay.
from Ukraine. Yeah, he did. He's really good. He just needs to. I think he got a little bit lucky with the low 2 and the 1, but the scrambles were pretty easy in that.
Yeah, I know that the first scramble was really easy.
Yeah.
And because I talked with Jules yesterday, and I asked him why he didn't do better for the first scramble, and but he was not really disappointed about it.
Yep.
He just said that it was a few moves and I didn't execute well, but anyway it's still his best, so it doesn't change his average.
Exactly.
And then we have Dominic and Timon, who are really renowned, I think, for Pyraminx.
Yep, they are both the world record holders. Dominic has the single, Timon has the average.
Yeah.
But both
That's
of
right.
them have sub-1 Pyraminx singles. They're the only ones who can claim that officially. For 2x2, there are 22 groups, and the best people will be in groups 21 and 22. So they'll be coming up at just a bit before 11. We're going slightly ahead of schedule, and those groups are scheduled to start at 11. but it looks like they'll start at probably about 10:45.
Yeah, so yeah, for Pyrminx, I think maybe these 4 guys will be on the podium. I don't know for sure, but
Yeah.
because the other person seemed a little less strong, Martin Ekdal.
Yeah.
Oscar was really, really big, but I think he's not. He didn't improve since the time he was on the podium of the World Championship.
Indeed. Looks like these groups are pretty quiet now, so I think they're probably finishing up. But it might just be Pyrminx with the super quick turnover. At least it looks like the yellow stage is finishing. Let's see if these guys on the blue stage take their puzzles away.
Yeah, and also 2x2 is so quick because we talked about this earlier, but there is this cutoff at 6 seconds.
Yep.
6 seconds seemed really easy, but some things can happen, like a +2, or you're not warm up enough, and if you miss the 2 first scramble, it's over. Even if you do like 4 or 3 average usually. So
Indeed, yeah. Looks like
Yeah,
the blue
so
stage still has a couple more solves.
I'm seeing someone mentioning everyone who is fast at 100, and yeah, there is other people who we didn't talk about. André Shea, Cornelius, Kevin Gerhardt, and Michal. I think Michal is, yeah. I'm going to see the ranking for 100 to check how fast he is, but yeah. Also, there is Antoine Quentin is here, so he can't be a European champion, but that's really nice because maybe we will see some really, really good time, maybe under 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cornelius is definitely the one I missed because I talked about Michal, Hugo, and Juliette, and Cornelius is in between Michal and Hugo. So yeah, Cornelius is definitely the one I missed when I talked about the podium possibilities.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Gerhardt is also fast with 11 official average, and André Ishe also have 11. And then there is 2 guys from the United States, Keaton and Daniel Roslevin, and then Victor Collins that I mentioned. So yeah, you pretty much talked about all the guys that I missed. Apart from the 3 French and Michal, it's André Che, Cornelius, Kevin Gerhardt, and Michal Chiavowski for the podium of 3x3 well-ended. So I think it will be really, really interesting because it's really open, as we said before. We have no idea. Even for the first place, I'm not sure Michal is really ahead because I think his best times were not that recent. So I'm going just to check his profile to see when he beat his PB for the last time. Yeah, so his PB was like 10 months ago or so, and yeah, he's gotten a lot of different average, like from 11 something to 14 something. So it's really hard to know. He's not that consistent. I'm checking Cornelius' profile now to see what he achieved recently for 100. And yeah, it's the same. A lot of 13, some 12, some 14, and very few 11. So this guy are more around like 12 or 13. Then there is another thing. It's how much they practice before Euro, and we can be sure we will maybe interview them to know more. So it's a little calm as we are switching to the next set of groups. So just to repeat for those who weren't there when we said it before, the 2x2 is from 9 to 11:15. So at 11, maybe a little before, because we are a little early on the schedule, we will have the last group with the best cubers, and it will be the group 21 and the group 22.
Looks like Nathan just missed the cutoff, 6.64. So he's got another attempt, but these are the kind of people you'd be expecting to make the cutoff.
Yeah.
So definitely some potential upsets here. Upsets as in people who would normally make the cutoff.
Yeah, I before I was talking about the improvement of the stream, and or I had to explain a lot of things to the technical team, and one of the thing I had to explain that is not really doing yet, even if I said it a lot of time. It's not switching when someone is solving.
Yeah.
Like, always wait for the end, even if there is a better guy coming, because yeah, it's weird to just see the beginning of someone and then switching. So
Yeah, definitely.
but yeah, it's already a lot better. So
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of staff in these groups.
yeah.
So I think
Oh, so it's Philip. He did
I
a
think-
5.
I think the team competing right now. Hello.
Yeah, someone just passed by to ask something to James. So yeah, I was talking about Philippe Violo, who just got a 5, but he kind of stopped practicing 2x2 like 2 years ago. Before he was really good, he learned all the EG sets, but he was always disappointed by his official time in competition. I think he got some two something average, like 250 or 280. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe around 280, and he was better at home. And so I think he just did what we said before, that he realized that 2x2 is really disappointed when you take it seriously. So most of the cubers that are being on the competition area for a long time are just focusing on other events. we saw Theo with a 480 and he got a 2 something before. I think it's good for him because I don't know he's practicing if he's practicing 2x2. Yesterday I had it on the stream for an interview after Megaminx because he broke both French national records.
Oh yeah,
And he told me he was practicing only Megaminx and Pyraminx. So
fair enough.
yeah, I think it's pretty rare to have someone who is not practicing 3x3. But
I don't think it's that weird. I haven't practiced 3x3 in 5 years.
Okay. Okay.
So it's, but in the UK we have a lot of all-rounders. So we often have people just not touch a 3x3 for a few months at a time whilst they're like working on their other events.
Okay, nice.
But even though we're not actively practicing it necessarily, you still always pick up a 3x3 and solve it every now and then.
Yeah.
So you at least like keep the same level you were at. But yeah, I think all of the people currently competing on the yellow stage or staffing on the yellow stage are the people who will be disappearing off to go and judge or compete in multiple blindfolded for the last attempt.
Yes, that's crazy how much red shirts we have on stage.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch Philip.
Yeah, he's already noticed us, sent us a little wink our way. Did he make the cutoff in the first solve?
Yeah, I did a 5.
Okay.
And I checked there was no plus though.
Oh no,
2,
2.7.
2.7.
Oh, yeah.
He can do it.
Yeah.
He can do it.
Big smile.
Rage.
I think Anders Berggren just got a 3.09 plus 2 in the back there. Can't really see it by the look of his reaction. That was a plus 2.
Oh, Jules is going right now also.
Who just got a 1.1? It wasn't a 1.1, it was a 4.1, but it was slightly cut off, I think. I don't think Francisco Hamlin is here. At least I haven't seen him.
Who?
Francisco Hamlin, the Argentinian. He lives in Dubai.
Okay. I don't know him at
He
all,
comes-
so...
He lives in Dubai and he came to a lot of European competitions this past year. But
Okay.
I don't think he's here. I haven't seen him.
So we have Theo again on stream, so... Yeah, he's doing the CFOP method for 2x2 apparently.
Yeah. So what's his name?
Theo.
Oh, that's Theo. Okay, yeah.
Theo. And yesterday he had something like a 34 or 35 in hand with his Megaminx, and just at the last, so really the very last move, there was a pop. Like
okay.
we could see all the Megaminx solved except the piece
Yeah.
was out, and the time it took to put it back, it was 56. So he lost like 20 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, that's
And it's
awful.
crazy because it was a French national record if
Yeah.
he didn't have this pop.
Oh, that guy. I don't know who that is, I'm afraid. He seems pretty handy at 2x2 though. 1.19 and a 2.05. The guy currently in the top right is Leon Schmidchen, but the guy who was there just before, I'm not sure who that is, I'm afraid.
Oh, and Philip got a 2.18 there.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like maybe the second or third scramble is really nice. A lot of good times.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was a third. But it's hard to follow everybody, and I don't know most of the people on stage, to be fair. There is Pau.
Oh yeah, Powell Vela,
We just got
3.87.
87.
We've got Finnickler there, just leaving the stage on the yellow side.
And we've got Ron Van Bruggen over there
Oh, yeah.
also.
And Philippe Virulou is solving
Yeah.
again. And on the blue stage, you can just see Theo in the background and Nathan Azarea in the front, representing Indonesia, the only Indonesian at this comp. So he just got the easy scramble. Yeah, that looked like 7 or 8 moves.
So yeah, it was hard to see, but another 280 for Philippe. So he got
okay.
3-2.
And
If he
Daniel
managed
Egger.
to not make his 5 counting, it
Yeah.
would be a great average.
Yeah.
I think he will fail because it's like that every time with
Yeah.
him. But I don't opt for it. I just
So I just watched Nathan Azarea do a solve,
Yeah.
and I think he got the easy solution. He got a 3.4, which is pretty good, like pretty much what he averages, but he went like head and hands afterwards.
yeah. So that's
and it looked about 8 or 9 moves. So
that's how you organize a good serve. It's when there is a like pretty good time, but not so good, and the
Yeah.
guy is like, what did I just do?
Yeah.
Why? When you don't, you know, you won't have anything that easy for a long time, and
Yeah.
you know that you didn't beat your PB, and
yeah, it's that guy on the top right. He got a 1.19 and a 2.05, but I don't know who it is. I'm afraid. We've got Simone Cantarelli in the top right now, representing Team Italy, Team Italia. And back with Theo.
it's probably Squadra Italia. I don't know. I'm not talking Italian, but yeah, I don't know who was getting 1.16.
Yeah, I'm not sure of his name, I'm afraid. Don't think I've met him before. But yeah, he got a 1.19, a 2.05, a 3 something. But it looked like he was he was one looking, and he was turning really fast, so.
Oh, I'm disappointed because it's over, so I missed one of the solve from Philippe, and I don't know if he really failed or not.
Yeah. So now we're about to drop down to only 2 groups at a time. We're losing the red stage.
So James is going to make the announcement in the room. Here we go. So it will be group 17 and 18. I'm going to have a quick look of the groups. Group
Just
18, 17, 18. Group 17, 18, and I'm going to have a look of the if is there any really good cubers. There is Dario, who is good, I think. I don't know his performance on 2x2, but
Alwin Roltz from Switzerland is pretty good at 2x2. He averages low 2.
okay. So yeah, Lucas Vescher is not there, but
Yeah.
Maxim, I saw him in a lot of top spots. I don't know what he's doing on 2x2, but might be
Yep.
good.
Naglis Pechulis is a Lithuanian. He lives in the UK. He's pretty good at 2x2 as well. He's not super fast, but mid to high 2.
Okay, so that's all. Because there is a few French, but they are not really, definitely not good at 2x2 like Abdelak is. Bigger the cube is, bigger better is. So
Yeah. Yep, 2x2 is definitely cameraman's nightmare. 3-second solve, onto the next one. 3-second solve, onto the next one. I'm just getting stared down by Jan Bendlager right now. Oh. Sent me a little wave. Can't see it on screen, I'm afraid.
oh, there is Juan Pablo solving on the yellow stage right now.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Dominic Gorny and Nathaniel Berg.
Nathaniel Berg and some big names. Alessio, I don't know if he's good at 2x2. We'll see.
Yep.
Merci, j'ai fait 2 sols.
Quoi?
J'ai fait 2 sols.
Ah, c'est 7,50 non?
C'est 6 la cutoff. J'ai fait 6,06 et 5,30 plus 2. En plus, ce cube il est trop bien. Hein. C'est juste genre, tu sais, j'étais comparé. Bah, t'as vu, en fait, je suis revenu là et je me suis rendu compte que j'étais en retard pour y aller. Du coup, j'ai couru comme un malade. J'ai fait le cube. Je suis arrivé, j'ai pas fait le 6. Non, 3 sols. Mais il est vraiment bien par contre.
Moi je vais prendre le mur.
Ouais. Là, il est un peu trop.
Oh,
6,06, tu vois, tu peux te tenter de ça.
I wonder if it like.
Tu fais 5,30.
No, it won't.
2K, les petits.
I've been looking at it for about 5 minutes and it's still off. So,
Et Nina, elle a fait genre 6,30, 6,30.
so they're about third
Ouais.
competent.
Mais c'est moins pire.
I'm not going to curse about it because the mic might be on. But,
They didn't speak English.
Ouais, là, c'est ça dépend en fait. Parce que c'est une sorte de staff. Genre, le staff il est au multi-blind. Du coup, il n'y a pas assez de staff pour faire 4 groupes. Donc là, si tu veux, il y a 2 groupes et après, regarde.
En mode, si je passe à 11h.
If you
Ouais.
if you head around the back and try and find them, I'm sure.
Là, tu vois, c'est.
because I know that all of the
On est à 10h30. C'est 2 groupes. Ouais, ce sera 2 groupes, 2 groupes. Il reste plus que 2 groupes à chaque fois. 2 groupes maintenant, 2 groupes après.
No worries.
D'accord. Je suis 22 moi.
Ouais.
Du coup, tu passes pas dans le meilleur. Ouais. Tu passes dans le. Tu passeras en jaune.
Juan Pablo Juanqui there.
Non.
With an 11.48, so not quite making the cutoff on this first solve.
Ils sont numérotés. D'abord le bleu en premier. C'est jamais le dernier numéro le meilleur.
Ouais, moi je suis vraiment le dernier.
So I think it'll be 181 to 200 and 161 to 180, and then so it's like 20 per group. So where did you start? Okay. Oh, so he'll.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
For
38, yeah, you'll be on the yellow. So group A, you went 12.
Yeah, that's great. Just keep some first shots so we can see what people are doing.
Yeah.
You can.
I mean, if you go over now, because Philippe, Anton and Sebastian, I think they've just got, they finished. So Anton and Sebastian, these are their last group, so I think they've already done it. So I think you can go over now.
Oh, we can see Abdelak and.
So you should.
So yeah, I changed a little what's the cameraman were doing. I asked for 2 close shot on the blue stage and 1 close shot on the yellow stage, so we can see a little of both. As competitors are not really better right now on the blue stage or on the yellow stage, there is no really clear distinction. So. So yeah, I think it's good like that. Yeah, I asked Miguel to film the yellow stage, and the user camera are on the blue stage.
Yeah.
And they are switching each time a service is done. So we
Yeah.
have a lot of different people on stream.
Yeah, definitely with these groups that aren't the fastest ones, there's still going to be a lot of good people. And I mean, even for these last two groups, 21 and 22, there's going to be really good people on both stages.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we just talked with Alexander, and he's in the yellow stage for the last group. So
Yeah.
even if his 2x2 skills are not the best. Oh, a 1 from Abdelak. So
1.98. That's a
I think
pretty good
he
start.
heard me when I say he was bad at 2x2, and he wanted a revenge.
And he didn't podium in 6 or 7, so now he's just gonna get really good at 2x2 in a few hours.
Maybe someone's just say to him, it's like centers on the
Yeah.
and he's like, oh yeah, it's easy. And then he do the Gaëtan Guimond method,
Yeah.
which is basically like doing centers on big cubes, orientation and then permutation of everything.
Yeah.
It's funny how there was a lot of different methods in 2x2 10 years ago, and now
Yeah.
it's basically only EG.
Yep. Yeah. Full EG, which includes CLL, of course,
Yep.
and then a lot of the really good 2x2ers are learning like TCLL, which has so you solve a layer and then have one corner twisted.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there
that's
are
nice
some-
because it's theoretically shorter.
Yeah, and there are a lot of really good algs in that set.
Yeah.
There are some bad ones,
Yeah.
but there are some really good algs in that set.
Of course.
So if you just learn the good algs, and these guys can like one look at any solution in like 2 seconds. It's crazy. So I know Chris Olsen at one point started learning TCLL 1 and 2 as well, which are like the EG equivalent.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you have the 2 at the back solved, and then you have the down front right corner in the down front left slot, and
Yeah.
then a twisted other piece. It's like
I see.
really crazy.
I see the idea, and I saw that he got his PB recently.
If you go out the doors and then to the right, there's a big blue sign that says Madrid. Just head in there.
So yeah, I was saying that Christopher Olson got a new PB recently, like 1.57 average on
Yep.
2x2. So yeah, he's really crazy fast. I hope we will see some really awesome stuff from Maciej after.
Yeah, I think there will be at least 3 or 4 sub 2 averages.
Okay.
A lot of the like almost sub 2 people will be getting their like first round nerves out the way.
Yes.
But they've got 3 more rounds to improve, to get more comfortable.
Yeah, someone wanted to see us to run, and you got it. It's one of the French guy.
Yeah.
He's not good, but he's not bad. He's like doing 3 average. And we got another French guy, Valentin, on the top right. He once was the French national record holder for 3x3
Yep.
with like a 6.9. It was first record after the Canetti area, so
Yeah.
it was like 3 years after Canetti totally left the competition that finally someone broke one of his records
Yeah.
because he was so ahead of his time.
Yeah, Canetti was a really good keeper.
There is some country like that where there was some big name and then nothing. Like Japan was, France and Japan basically were dominating in the 2006 to 2010 or something like that.
Yeah, with like Thibaut Jacquinot,
Yeah.
Edouard Champon.
Yeah. Jean Ponce.
Yeah.
And there was Yu Nakajima, Mitsuki Ganji, Yu Mutabuchi
Yeah.
in Japan. And then now it's not some big countries in the world.
Yeah.
US and Australia and I mean, even England is as good as France or Japan, I think.
Yeah. So there are 22 groups of 2x2 in total. So there's another 4 going on after this. All the fastest people are in groups 21 and 22, so they'll be up very, very soon.
So, when we mention Old French, there is Clément Gallet actually in the chat.
Yeah.
So yeah, as we said yesterday, legend of the speed cubing, because he was the first to achieve 100 competition.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, there was a battle between him and Arno van Tralen to be the first to have 100 competition. And yeah, we are, for those who just arrived, we are waiting for the best groups, which are going to be right after this one on the blue stage, and there will be also some great names on the yellow stage, because there is so much people that can be on the podium of 2x2 is really open. So it's going to be in a few minutes, guys. These groups are almost over already. It's really, really fast. You could have seen a lot of 3, 2s. Yeah, I watch everywhere. I can see only sweep on something on every timer. So I mean every displays. So it was really fast. So James is doing his announcement for the next groups, and I will be back right now.
How did you do in
Il y a
2x2?
juste quelqu'un qui a dit qu'il voulait te voir, mais tu déjà passé.
Oui, mais juste n'oublie pas ça.
I didn't compete. I'm not doing 2x2 ski ball pair. Yeah. Are you doing multi? Are you doing multi? How many are you doing?
17.
Not bad. How have you done in the last attempts?
First one I tried 50, and I got 9 out of 15. Then I got 9 out of 17.
Just
So the best group is going to start. I think everyone
I
is
should announce.
bringing.
We're a little bit ahead of schedule.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not the best. It's yeah. There is still one to go, right? So yeah, we had some. We had some too close shots, and it can be a problem if someone can see the solve on the screen, even if in fact the competitors area is behind the panel that you can see, so they are not able to see the screen. But if it's someone, if there is someone watching the stream on his phone, he can see maybe something. So we are going to ask to do some wider shots, even if you won't see thing as good as you see now. So I'm going to ask for the cameraman to change that. Jules just say that we need to do some wider shot, because someone who watch the stream could see the scramble. And as it's 2x2, so
Yeah.
I'm going to ask her.
What do you mean? No. When
picture of that. It'd be cool.
You still have a chance. She's on screen.
Yeah, but I don't have the phone. Dude, the camera guy will get her again probably. That's the second song. Oh, it wasn't.
So sorry for that, and sorry for the scramble that some people might see, but I hope no one is looking at the stream in the waiting area.
Yeah.
I think it's really a crazy thing to
No,
do.
There's no Wi-Fi in the venue, so
But
it's really hard to stream live.
I asked for wider shots, so yeah, he's doing it right now.
Yeah.
Miguel. Yeah. Maybe a little more. Yeah, that's better. I'm not sure it's good enough, but
Oh, a Skube just got dropped on our left.
yeah.
Oh, R.I.P. Skube. I think Skube is probably the most dropped puzzle.
In which group is Masiesh and Kevin? In the next group. This time
Yeah.
it's right.
Yeah.
It's the next group in group 21.
Yeah, so 21 and 22 are most of the fastest cubers. So, yeah, stick around. They'll be coming up soon. But there are a lot of good cubers in here. I see Stasha Zupanc competing now, but he didn't have a great start. But yeah, a lot of good cubers in these groups here. But yeah, all of the best ones will be coming up right now. No, the people aren't in the same group, but because 2x2 is such an easy event to inspect for, there is a potential that people in the like watching at home might be messaging people in the waiting area, saying, "Oh, there's like 3 white pieces next to each other," or something like that. Or the people in the waiting area might be watching the stream, which would be difficult, but it's possible. So a bit of a wider shot to just stop that a bit.
Yeah, so that just is really difficult to do, and maybe people are discouraged. Yeah, we can say
Yeah,
it's discouraged
yeah.
to do it. That's the objective goal. Because of course you can't stop someone to cheat if he really want to cheat. He will find a way. But even like someone being close, watch and send a
text
to someone in the waiting area. You can't prevent that, but at least we can do it harder.
Yeah.
I meant we can make it harder. My English is a little off. It's better after 3 days of streaming, but I'm not practicing a lot when I'm in France. So.
Just got Reto Bubendorf on stream there. Finland representing.
And yes, we try to do both. We try to do it harder to see on the stream, and we try to make the waiting area very secure, if I can say it that way. But most of the staff are just running everywhere, and I'm not sure that there is always a guy in the waiting area. So
yeah, so we have the team leaders, like sort of in between the waiting area and the competing area. But if they have to deal with an incident, then they can't look after the waiting area, and it's really hard for even just one guy to look after 10 timers, like perfectly. You hear that bell in the background? So that one? Did you not just hear it?
oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's been going on for like half an hour. Lawrence Livesey has he brings board games to competitions with him, and this one game, it has this bell, and we've had to ban it from UK competitions because they play it in the background and it's really distracting for the competitors.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it's a really fun game.
At least with the setup here, we have less issue with the interaction between where you practice and where you do your official solve.
Yeah, definitely.
So it starts to be hard to see the stage from where we are, because there is more and more spectators coming by.
Yeah, especially with the final two groups that are about to come up.
Yeah, so we will just stand up to to do the next group, I think.
Yeah. And I think I need to announce just about now. I'm not sure how people are doing in this group, but I think they're close to finishing. I'm actually going to disappear now and just double check with the score taking team how the groups for Pyraminx are going to be done, and
Okay.
then I will be back.
Okay, thanks.
21 will be on the blue stage and group 22 on the yellow stage. That's 2 by 2, 21 on the blue stage and 22 on the yellow stage.
Check the groups. 21, 22.
Staff and competitors are same shots because it's the staff competing. That's why. Because the staff is not some random paid people that are not cubers. The staff is all composed by fellow competitors, so that's why. We can't get closer because we had a complaint from the delegates that if someone is looking at the stream, he can see the scramble for 2x2. So the shots are closer for any other puzzle, if you saw some earlier and you will see later. But for 2x2, we can't provide you the closest shots, sadly. I would like to, but yeah, delegates asked for wider shots. So sorry about that. When you're looking at them, you're not concerned by the shitting things, but we have to follow the rules of delegates.
Here are the groups.
Okay. Oh yeah, because because the best stars in the blue is first.
Yeah.
It's making they will fish till you zoom in. No, that's not the problem of the.
How's it going?
Good.
Yeah. You said it all in the chat. You can't see any solve. Yeah. We can. Yeah, that's the point. You can see the solve, but you can't see what he's doing.
Yeah, and you can see the times.
Yeah, you can see the time. You can see the people. It's not like not watching the stream.
Yeah,
It's just.
and I mean, it's 2x2, so they're doing like 8 TPS, and they're doing like 15 to 20 moves. Like, you can't really see anything.
And if you're really good, that's pretty much a case. That a scramble, it's a case. It's like if we provide a stream of 3x3 and the scrambles are only last layer.
Yeah.
Like
No, it
you
would
would
be
see.
even easier than that.
Yeah, you would see even easier.
Yeah, so
Like maybe just ZBLL or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
yes, Anthony Paterakis is in this group indeed, along with all of the other very, very fast people. In the blue group will be the top 20 qualified, or ish, roughly. So this will be very exciting to see how they all do on the same scrambles. I'll get Alex Asbury on the case to fix that New Zealand issue. Yep. No, because even though the groups are different, you still might be able to relay the information to the people in the waiting area. No, loads of events have been streamed at Twitch before. Kevin Gerhardt starts with a 1.62, but it looks like it might be +2. Matthias Uverston with a 1.98.
Yeah, so we are going to stand up to try to see as much as possible. Yeah, maybe we could zoom a little more on the blue to see the timer, the displays.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Um,
So
yeah,
Kevin
Gerhard's
great.
solve is still a question mark. It's 1.62, maybe +2. Anthony Patarakis also got a 1.62. Michal Pleskovic has got a 2.49 in the back there. And we've got Maciej Czapiewski in the back left. I don't know if you can see him. I'm not sure what Daniel Rose-Levine just got, though. That timer is not working. Maciej Czapiewski starts with a 1.35.
Perfect.
So that's the fastest
so
solve we've seen so far.
I just made the shot a little closer so that we can see the display.
Yeah. I've just been relaying the times to people just in case they can't see them. Imagine being Devin Core Robinet.
So
And
it's,
working at Twitch.
Timo with a 235,
And slandering a competition.
And Lucas, the display is not working. And we have Rasmus on the background.
Yeah, along with Matthias Uversten.
With a 1.94.
Yep, it's not bad.
Who is it with the 1.70? Is it Matthias Uversten? No?
No, Matthias is in the grey shirt in the back right.
Okay, I see him.
So I think his timer wasn't on. I'm not sure what happened there. But we should get David Lim to turn on his display.
There is Anthony now.
We've got George Scully in the front there. Locking up a bit, so he gets a 2.12.
1.34
from Anthony Patarakis.
And 1.55 for... I know him. It's Jan Zic, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
1.45 from Maciej Czapiewski in the back.
1.84 for Kevin Gerhardt.
We've got Michal Pleskovic and Linus Lorenz starting in the back at the moment, along with Martin Egdahl. Michal Pleskovic gets a 2.34. And Martin Egdahl with a 1.25, which is the fastest solve of the round so far.
Yeah. 2.29.
Michal Żywuszki with a 5.1. So he had a not so good first solve, so he's a bit out of the race for the first round, but 3 more rounds to go after this. Timon Kolozinski with a 2.26. Linus Loren with a 1.74.
Oh, that's him, Linus.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Linus. And Vukas Berliga with a 2.53.
And what Rasmus got, I can see Kevin is in the front of the timer.
We've got Anthony Patarakis starting in the back, and we've got Maciej and Matthias starting in the front about the same time.
Yeah, I couldn't see the time of Rasmus.
Matthias Uversten locked up a bit and got a 2.53. Maciej locked up a bit and got a 3.73. Anthony locked up a bit and got a 2.87. Yep, we are in Madrid, in the capital of Spain.
And Kevin failed, and we don't know about this time because the display is not working anymore. We will have to change the battery.
And we've got George Scully in the back. He failed his puzzle. Daniel Rose-Levine with a 2.03.
2.94 for Michal.
It looks like this third scramble is giving them a lot of trouble. Nobody's really liking what's going on. Martin Egdahl with a 2.68 plus 2 in the back. And we've got Vukas Berliga starting his solve. Timon Kolozinski starting his solve now as well.
On the yellow we have Mats with a 2.9. Elian with a 2.76.
Vukas Berliga just got a 3.54. So nothing special coming from him. And now we've got George Scully, Kevin Gerhardt, and Matthias Uversten, Anthony Patarakis all starting their solves imminently.
So who is Matthias?
Matthias Uversten is the guy in the grey shirt on the right-hand side here.
Okay.
So he's in the bottom right of your screen at the moment. And the display is on now, so...
Nice.
Kevin Gerhardt got a 1.71 and George Scully got a 1.
Rasmus got another one. It's not his first.
Nope.
1.62.
George Scully got another 2.0. 1.58 from Matthias Uversten and 1.8.
Yeah.
Nice from Anthony Patarakis. So, Mathieu, he's done 3 solves so far. He's got a 2 low ones and a 3.7.
Yeah.
So we've got Linus Loren at the front here. And Maciej Czapiewski is in the back right. You can see him on the bottom right of your screen.
Oh, the timer didn't start, so it's a DNF.
Yeah, so he's got a counting 3.7, so he won't win the round. But
it was really quick. It was like a 2 or 1.89. I don't know.
Linus Loren couldn't one-look that solve, so he got a 2.63 there. And we've got Oliver Fritz now finally showing at the front. Vukash Baliga at the back. And Oliver gets a 3.08.
Yeah.
And Vukash has a 4.8, so he's not going to be winning this round. Looks like he's forgotten a lot of his EG algs. I don't think he's practiced 2x2 for a while.
So is George and Martin and Timo and Kevin showing up again. Rasmus is about to start.
Yep, so he's got 2 1s at the moment, so I think he's probably doing best at the moment. Or maybe Kevin and Anthony. Another 1.77.
Yeah, so Rasmus will be definitely in the first few place of the...
And George Scully has another 2.0, so that's 2.05 for him. So he's got 3 2.0s now.
Kevin is locking up again.
Yeah, 3.8 for him.
Yeah.
But he still has 3 1s, I think, Kevin Gerhardt. So doing the best right now is probably Kevin Gerhardt, although he did just get a 3.8. Maciej has a DNF and a 3.7, so he's not going to win this round. Anthony Patarakis just got a 1.77, so I think he's probably likely to win this round, unless Kevin gets another mid-1 on the last solve.
Yeah, so... And Maciej got a 3.0.
Yeah. Michał Javushki has a 5 and a couple of 2s. Matthias Uversten, though, has got 4 1s, I think, as well, so he's done really well in this round.
So, yeah.
George Scully is currently on pace for a low 2 average. Oliver Fritz just got a 1.71 on your bottom left screen there.
So we could have a few sub-2 average with Anthony...
Matthias Uversten,
and
Kevin Gerhardt.
And Rasmus. Kevin, I'm not sure because I saw him fail twice. So
he failed twice today. I didn't notice.
Yeah. When I say failed, I mean like 3.
Mid 2. Yeah. 3.
Yeah, or mid 2 or 3. So.
Okay.
But I mean, it would not be good enough for sub-2 average.
And Martin Ide with a 1.64, so he's got a few 1s, but I saw him get a couple of 2s as well, so a lot of high 1 and low 2 averages, but I think Anthony Patarakis has come away with the win in the round, or Rasmus Stubb Detlefsen.
I saw another one from Elian on the other stage, but one for 1.98. Not really good one.
Looks like we've just got one more solve here with Linus Loren on this blue stage.
Finally, someone did a 6. I was feeling bad.
What's up next? So next up is Pyraminx round 2. So 200 people from the first round of Pyraminx made it through. So that's going to be quite an interesting one. We'll get to see people like Jules Desjardins in action. And Linus got a 2.7 there. Failed to 1 look again, so he's going to have a low to mid 2 average.
I'm really close to the pyramid second round. Look.
Oh. Pretty close, only 10 places away.
But fun fact, it was 8.888.
Ah, yes.
So
Yeah, you mentioned.
yeah.
But looks like this 2x2 round's finished, so we're going to be starting pyramid. So I'm going to disappear to announce.
Yeah, I think the shots will be a little closer for Pyraminx. I'm not sure about the Pyraminx scrambling rules, and I don't know. They say nothing yesterday, so I don't know.
Yeah. Hopefully we
It's
can do it
maybe harder to see than the 2x2 is really obvious because there is 8 pieces, and so it will be a little closer, I think. Not too close, but a little closer. Yeah, so.
Just stop for a while.
Yeah.
Change the game.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, no?
Okay. So we are off for 5 minutes.
Just type in the chat.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we are back online or not. Tell me if you can hear me.
Storage being.
Esta. Esta is the verb be.
Yeah? Where? So it seems
Okay,
that
cool.
we
yeah,
are-
we are back.
I'm not James, I'm Pau. James is doing some speaking. He's with the micro. Okay, perfect.
Soon is better.
Oh,
Nice.
that's nice.
Because we changed the setup. The sound was passing over the one of the camera, and no, I think it's plugged directly in some other box. I don't know where. Yeah, it's plugged directly in the sound box. So
The camera guys are doing a really good job.
yeah, I think so. And it's better and better, as I said multiple times this morning, because we are explaining them how to have some really nice shot for the Rubik's Cube, because they didn't know anything about Rubik's Cube before the championships.
I don't know
So
what they say. You can sound is even better.
Huh.
So that's why.
Interesting.
Are you doing fireman?
No, I didn't enter Periscope or 2x2.
No.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
So, are we going to stream any other competition?
Okay.
Oh, really?
You got a little saturation.
Apparently, it's not that
Yeah.
better. Maybe
Marius-
if I'm not as close as I was, is it better like this? Because maybe it's just because I was too close to the mic. And about the question, it depends who you call you guys. Like the Twitch channel World Cube Association will be used by different group of person for streaming all the big competition, like World Championship, European Championship, and Asian Championship. That will come after this one. It's the first, but we will use the same channel. But it won't be the same person